Hi there, Empire Flippers. How are you today? This is John. I'm 38 years old. I currently living in Guadalajara, Jalisco. I'm really looking forward to move in the near future to the East Coast. And so I'm gonna go ahead and answer your two questions that you asked me to answer for you, right? So, what my skills and my past experiences on sales are gonna bring to your company, right? So, I have worked, as previously I mentioned on the early description. I work for marketing leads doing a re-roofing, appointment center inspections back then, and I was doing pretty good, right? We were calling the entire United States. We were booking appointments for customers which were desperately, and they did not know that at the time, but they were desperately wanting to re-roof their ceiling, the roof, obviously, for the hailstorms and for them not to get any leakings or anything like that on rain seasons or stuff like that. So we were doing pretty good. I was closing like 10-15% of all my entire days. So yeah, it was a great experience working for them as well. I have worked for other companies. I worked for a B2B company recently. It's called Qualphone. We were actually helping small business companies and corporations between 50 to 100 employees to get used to our business application, which brings a lot of value to their company, because it was helping them to escalate quicker and sooner by having like a small little CRM software attached to their business where they can actually manage their pay stubs, their payrolls, their activities within their company inside the application, as well as delegating different positions for different employees. So that would make sense for the company to just access to the application and be able to manage their entire business through the application. So my job was to demonstrate how the application actually works. They could actually on the spot, they could download the application, try the free version, and if they like it, they could always update to premium version, which had a cost for $5 or $10 per month. It was just a symbolic fee. But that was really convenient for companies. Like majority of the calls were closing by itself because the application would entirely make sense to the company, so it helps them to grow, and they were really excited about it. So obviously there's always objections. On the script we learn how to rebuttal majority of their objections and their questions, and be able to be professional and answer as many as possible. And again, my conversions rate has always been between 10 to 15%, which is a huge amount, for taking between 150 to 215 calls.